Alrighty. And back to it, guys. You guys are gonna have to deal with me being a little groggy for a moment, but I'll be fine. We will start by looking for items, actually, before we speak to the merchant, who is nice and conveniently sat over there, stood over there, however you wish to refer to it. There's a nice box with some pesetas and gold bars in it. And there's a snake there. Alrighty, let's go and see what is available in the merchant's inventory, shall we? Oh, look, healing items. Very good.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Item list updated. Item list for tune-up updated. Very good.
What are you selling?
I will sell that.
Is that all?
Velvet blue.
Thank you.
And I will
Come back
quickly
anytime.
combine the mask. But I don't think I will sell it just yet. I will leave it there. Alright. Right.
What are you buying?
There are a lot of things highlighted for tune-up, which is very good.
What are you selling? What are you buying?
The original shotgun is there, but I won't be
What are you
upgrading it
selling?
because I intend to sell it now. Actually, it's actually worth a lot with that singular upgrade.
Ah,
Very good.
I'll buy it at a high price.
Selling that now,
Thank you.
because as I believe I told you
What are
earlier,
you buying?
I want the riot gun. It's the best shotgun in the game, in my opinion. I find it better than the striker that you get later on.
Thank you.
So
What are you buying?
So I will also buy the treasure
that
map of the
all,
castle
stranger?
first. We need that,
Thank
so I
you.
don't miss anything when it comes to treasure and surprise
What are
wise
you
and whatnot.
buying?
Oh, there's no available upgrade for firing speed and reload speed yet. That's fine. I won't upgrade the strength yet, or the firepower. Good to sneeze. Excuse me for one moment. And we're back again. I will definitely upgrade the firepower on the TMP.
Is that all? Thank you.
And we won't get the mine thrower just yet. In fact, I probably won't get it at all. I don't usually bother with it, to be honest. I used to when I was younger when I played this game, but I don't now.
What are you buying?
And we'll obviously get the attaché case later. So that's a good start anyway. So that is a good start. We won't be getting the broken butterfly, because later you can find much better equipment to upgrade and use. And I like what we've already got in terms of the handgun, so I won't be replacing the Punisher. You see, that's the thing. While the Blacktail has raw firepower, when it comes to... hold on. When it comes to upgrades and potential, the Punisher has a lot of special skills and abilities that you don't get through things such as the... Let me destroy this burning torch. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the Punisher gets extra things in terms of upgrades and ability that the Blacktail doesn't. The Blacktail has raw firepower, but it doesn't have the ability of armor penetration or being able to pierce or penetrate through enemies. Now, we will deal with these monks. That was on me, and that was a terrible shot. He's going to come this way now, and that is my fault. Yeah, we have plenty of handgun ammo. We'll use some of that. The new upgraded attack move that I really love, the suplex. After you're done in the village, you get the suplex, and it's very good. Now, let's go. Yes, burning catapults. I have to deal with burning catapults now. Isn't that lovely? Let's break these barrels. Incendiary grenade. A velvet blue. A cannon. It looks like it still works. Now that's ironic for you, isn't it? Because that cannon's probably about 300 years old. I imagine. Or I would assume so at least. Up the stairs we go. Let's be careful to not get mauled and horribly killed. Ashley needs to wait here.
Wait.
There are monks closing in, I believe there are. There's another one dealt with. Oh yes, they are definitely closing in, you can hear them. Now, do you notice, or did you notice, do you notice, that they were looking the other way? They weren't even bothering with me when they were looking around. They were looking abruptly to the right. That's because they were probably going straight for Ashley, as opposed to even bothering with me. Now then, is there a way or a barrel I could perhaps use to get rid of that catapult? Yes, let's not attempt that again. That's on the list of stupid things to do today while playing Resident Evil, most assuredly. Got it, but not without being hit first. And we're back to where we were before, with absolutely nothing in the way of healing items. Yay! Wonderful. You're welcome, game. Now, all they are dealt with. All they. See, you can tell I'm groggy. My English goes from being reasonable to absolutely terrible. Let's rotate this crank. And as a certain YouTube, oh God, you can tell I'm really half asleep today. I'm going to start that entire sentence all over again. Now, as a certain YouTuber I listen to would often say, fire the cannon. There we go. The job is done. But not before I got us horrendously near enough wiped out and or decimated by a giant burning catapult.
Follow me.
Come forth, Ashley. We will scour this area for items, and then we shall move on to the next part. And the merchant is here again. Very good. Let me deal with this burning torch up here. I was going to say, I believe there's a spinal in there.
Welcome.
Welcome, stranger.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. What are you
Good.
selling?
The tune-up list is updated. We will
Is
sell
that all?
those two spinals.
Thank you.
And the
Is
two
that all?
velvet blues.
What are you buying?
Wow. I suppose
Is
we
that
could
all,
put
stranger?
the 5% or the 5% or 0.5 damage capacity upgrade on the
Thank
shotgun.
you.
Because we will be using it in just a few moments. Or just a few minutes, in
Come
fact.
back anytime.
So I will just re-equip the TMP for a moment, and we shall sally forth. And, transmission with Hunnigan.
Leon, where's your current location?
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Meaning...
Well, it appears that this castle's also connected with the Los Illuminados. They must not get many
Well,
visitors
no.
here, because they're giving me one hell of a
Of
welcome.
course it's not.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
What? Repeat, Hunnigan. Great. Just my luck.
And the transmission is gone. Now, we will begin by picking up the shotgun, the riot gun. Look at that. We've only just got it, and it's a lot more powerful than the base shotgun is at all in the slightest. The base shotgun starts at 4. This one starts at 5, and it has a 0.5% upgrade. So for clarity, you'd have to upgrade the base shotgun 3 times to get it this powerful. Half as much of its base capacity in terms of upgrades, because as you can see there, the riot gun gets 6 firepower upgrades, and the same applies to the standard shotgun. So yes, you would have to use half of the standard shotgun's firepower upgrades to get it as strong as this thing. whereas you have got it in one with this shotgun. Anyway, let us continue. Now then, let's pick up this sword, shall we? There's a platinum sword mounted on the gold plate. Take the platinum sword. Very good. And we'll take those pesetas.
Mátalo!
We will go downstairs as well, actually, to avoid ourselves being blocked.
No dejas que escape de la isla de Iván.
They will come downstairs. Just give them a roll. Are there any more of them? No.
Allí están. Ahí está.
He's going to grab Ashley. He's after me. Move, move, girl, move. I'm going to have to use a flash grenade here. More of them. Even more. Very well, it's time for the riot gun. Let's test it out. The blowback on that is fantastic. Absolutely knocks them flying. Now, we're going to oh, I was going to be sure that we did it that way, because those red monks, whatever you want to call them, are almost guaranteed to have headbursters in them. So it's sometimes easier if you take them out with a suplex or a physical finishing move. Right, so the platinum sword belongs in the platinum plate. And the gold sword belongs in the gold. Now let's quickly go through this area for items. A red herb, very good. Another spinal and more pesetas. Yes, I believe that's everything actually. And we have healing items again. Very good. I will upgrade Ashley's health eventually. And it's
Leon!
cutscene time.
Louis,
It's Luis.
I've got
Hello,
something for
Luis.
you guys. What? Oh, shit! I must have dropped it when I was running away from them.
Dropped what?
A drug that'll stop your convulsions. Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
yeah.
And you.
Yes.
Damn it! The eggs have hatched. We don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
I have to go back and get it.
Let me come with you.
No, you stay here with Leon. He is better with the ladies, I'm sure.
Why are you...
It makes me feel better. Let's just leave it at that.
You see, it's interesting. People called this game campy and funny and said it didn't take itself seriously. But at the same time, there is more characterization in that single line when it comes to Luis Serra than it does to some of the characters in the entirety of Resident Evil 6. You go figure that one out. Go and figure, and give it some thought, and you'll see what I mean. Especially in, certain scenarios. Let's open the door anyway. And we will deal with this guy using the rifle.
¡Mátalo!
Too many. Come on, Ashley, let's go. Fall back. Fall back. Low. Use the door. Right. I won't waste an incendiary grenade. Sounds like a good job for the riot gun. Oh no. Headburster. Another one. Wow, that's terrible. Just look at how he's... That was awful.
Wait.
I think I need to use the rifle in this instance. We've knocked him out of range. That solved that problem.
Follow me.
We get Ashley to follow.
Allí están.
Wow, that's a lot of bullets. That's a lot of bullets. Now, there is a reason why I got this Punisher.
Wait.
Picked up the Punisher.
Follow me.
Like the Punisher. And you're about to see why. Look at this. Enemies with shields through it. You will see. It punches straight through their shields.
No dejas que
It
escape de la
doesn't block it. Or yes. punches right through their shields and doesn't block it. It doesn't block it in the slightest, because it has piercing and armor penetration. And now it doesn't block the armor of some of the things that turn up later in game, but it goes through shields nicely. Key. Oh well, that was not meant to happen. We need to move. We need to move. Ashley. Oh no. I'm not restarting this segment. And I can't blow up that barrel because she's there. When all else fails, go for the Stop jumping! Really? This is not good. See, what I should have done in this situation was shoot the barrel, but I misfired and they got round me. And I could have got all 4 of them in one go, but that's just wasted me more ammo and nearly got Ashley killed. So, that was terrible. Right. You see, I usually manage to turn around and shoot that, but this time I didn't. I was way too slow. I didn't use the right gun or equipment for the equation. Yes, the right gun or equipment for the equation. What would that have been? I mean, I should have probably just gone straight in with the TMP, but stupid of me. Let's go forward anyway. Wow, that was a mischievous and somewhat iffy giggle. Hello there.
I was starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethrens.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
I'm never turning into one of them. Never.
Got that right. We'll find a cure.
Yes, those guys stood near Salazar with those dark red eyes and those fanged, do I dare say, reptilian faces? I don't know. So we have another puzzle or adventure in front of us. A beautiful decoration, but something is missing. How long is this section? Right then, let's look around, shall we? See what's available. Yeah, this section is way longer than I remember it being. Now, you can't get through there, obviously. This horse is a breathing fire. Never thought I'd say that. Yellow herb, very good. Capture Louise Serra. I have confirmation that Serra has entered the castle. Why he would return during his escape leaves me to question his motives, but we must seize this moment and capture him. We will get the 2 Americans after we apprehend Serra. It appears he took some vaccines when he stole our sample. The vaccines we can do without, but we must retrieve the sample, for it is our lifeblood. I feel there is somebody else or some other group involved in this whole affair. If the sample were to get into the hands of if the sample were to get into the hands of that other entity, the world which we seek to create will not come. We must apprehend Serra as quickly as possible. They're still toying around with the idea of there being another party. That key, very good. And it belongs in this door here. Now I'm going to leave Ashley out here.
Wait!
Where it's safe. Because, if you look here, things aren't very safe. And yes, you can see that his eyes are stitched shut. Now we don't have anything much in the way of healing items, apart from a singular full heal, so we have to be careful here. This guy does not look very happy, does he? Chained to a wall. Let's move straight back. Now this guy is easy to outmaneuver in an open area. Oh no, come back this way, because he only reacts to sound, so as long as you don't run near him, he's probably going to come right this way. You can just maneuver him around quite easily, being honest. Very easily, in fact. Like I said, as long as you don't run around him, he's very easy to maneuver in wide open spaces. You don't even need the sound. But he's still one of my favourite sort of sub-mini bosses of the game. Far better than Dr. Salvador. Just run around.
¡Mátalo!
Mátalo, indeed. Let's wait for them. Time it carefully. Yes, Salazar's men are giving us one hell of a welcome, as Leon said. There we go. They've given us more of a welcome.
Follow me.
In one segment than I think the village chief's men did throughout the entirety at that time in the village, you know? That makes things easier. The suplex is fantastic. So powerful. Now, this next section is going to be very hard indeed. Now we're going to run around these guys immediately. Because if not, we will get cornered. There are a lot of them. Now the sound quality might be off for a second. Because I adjusted the headset. So bear with me. I will just get them back into the proper position. And we are going to need something a bit more reliable. We'll bring out the riot gun. Notice how I'm using it all the time, or a lot, now that I actually have it upgraded, the riot gun I mean.
Wait.
There we go. Wow, what in the world is... So they're all just going for Ashley. Yep, they're all going for Ashley. He's either going to attack her or hurt her, and both are not good outcomes. Second death of the game. And that's the problem with her AI. When she gets cornered, she just scrunches up in a ball on the floor and does nothing. And then you wonder why... Second death of the game. Let's try this again. Alright, let's go. Try this again.
Wait.
Let's bring them back again. In fact, we will go with the Punisher here. Now when the shield users arrive, this will go straight through them, so that will make it easier. That's good, they've positioned themselves nicely, I could use this. More of them. See how many more there are? Oh, how much damage is this guy capable of taking? That's ridiculous. Oh no, that's even worse.
Follow me.
Get over here, Ashley, we'll switch sides.
Wait.
See, this area's madness, they just don't stop coming. See? Absolute madness. See how much health that one monk had. Just an observation, but they do everything in their power to make this section of the game as hard as humanly possible. That's the game's dynamic difficulty setting at work there. Because I've been playing it reasonably well, or objectively so, at least in the eyes of the game, and we've only just had our second death up to this point, so we only had one death come into this castle. It really did throw the difficulty at us full force. I watched a YouTube video where somebody actually did this segment, and they were doing really well, and they had to face about as many enemies as I did, and then they died a couple of times, and the number of enemies in the room actually decreased, and they became easier to kill. I don't know if I don't remember if the ammo capacity went up any, but even more. Come on, Ashley, let's go back. We'll use the Punisher. The Punisher's ideal for these guys.
No dejas que escape.
See, now one's just turned up behind us. Come on, Ashley, move. See, it's absolutely endless in number. Endless in number. They just don't stop coming. It's getting to the point of tedium. You will notice that there have been so many cuts in this segment. Yes, as I was saying a few moments ago, you will notice there have been so many cuts in this part, and that's because it's so long that every time something's popped up, I've had to essentially pause and come back, because this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. I believe that's the last stop. Is there anybody else left? Okay. Yeah, this part has been very, very cutty and jumpy today, and I apologise for that. Just like I said, this section is so long. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's probably one of the longest segments in the game. You'll notice how when we came in here for the first time, before we died, there were two guys with scythes. Oh, not scythes, I'm thinking of what's waiting ahead. Two guys with burning crossbows on either side here. But when we died, the dynamic difficulty level took them away. We'll have Ashley operate it. She can be productive for us. Yes, this is without a doubt one of the longest areas in the game, or at least the castle part of the game, and I have got borderline no ammo left after all of this. Oh no, Ashley, come here, you stupid girl. Yes, and we also have no healing items left. I'll use that on Leon, and I'll ask her to wait. We'll use the TNT again. Wow, how generous. It gave us a green herb. Wasn't looking properly. Yeah, I've got to be honest, this area it's one of the few in the castle. Now I love the castle. It's one of my favourite parts of the game. But there are a couple of segments in here that are just absolutely tedious. And this is one of them. This is one of them. The enemies are relentless. Almost limitless in number, and they just whittle down absolutely everything we've got. This is easily going to be the longest. Yeah, it is. It is easily going to be the longest part of the entire playthrough so far.
Follow me.
Going to have to use that on Ashley. Yeah, I'm going to clock this part in at well over an hour. Like I said, between all the cutting and me having to get things together and come back.
Look, there's a crank over there.
Yes, there is, but I'm not taking you up there just yet. We're going to get all the equipment first. We still have TMP left. That's good. Shotgun's alright. We're going to need the rifle for what comes next. So we'll move actually to this side first.
Watch out for me!
We will. Don't worry. We'll let these guys' scythes turn up first. Wow. See how he started immediately behind her? Immediately behind her, like there was no respite there. I'm gonna throw that down there. Because it will save us a bit of trouble and time. With the bolt-action rifle, I have time between reloads, so I have to time every shot carefully. Something that you don't get with the automatic rifle, but I honestly don't like using it. I just prefer the bolt-action. Another one already. Okay, there's the first one. Yep, she's been grabbed already, which means I am moving fast here, or she'll be carried away. And now that she's being grabbed, they're diverting their attention over here to distract me. Got it. We are very lucky to have got that. Very lucky. That should be enough. I say that should be enough. Should. Do I need to shoot one of these guys to slow them down? Probably do. There we go. We're good. I know. We got you. We've got you. Alright. Now they're just going to follow us across here. Come on, Ashley. Have to make sure she's across first. And there we go. We're good. We're done. Borderline longest segment of the game completed there. Or I would say so at least. Let's continue onward to the end of this part.
You alright?
I'm fine! Leave me alone!
Ashley, wait!
And then she gets nabbed.
Ashley!
What's going on?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not the most
Don't worry, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
convenient trap of the entire section, of the entire castle? You see what I mean by there is a dog barking outside? I apologize about that. There is nothing I can do. My space is not soundproofed, so when dogs start barking and cars start going past, and in some cases we have cats going around meowing at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you have to deal with hearing it. Anyway, as I was saying, was that not the most elaborate, convenient trap of the entire section? And I mean, the spikes in the floor came up, but they were just so perfectly placed that they would drive Ashley down that corridor into a restraint on a wall that was also perfectly placed, as if she would run in that exact position with her back faced to the wall after she was done running, so to speak. She would run, and with her back against the wall, after running from said spikes, she would have the restraints grab her and take her around a revolving wall. Anyway, perhaps I'm overthinking this. Anyway, yeah, look at that. Before coming in to this castle, so if we minus 81 from that number of 297, you get 216. You're telling me that in the space of this one segment, I have killed a third of the enemies, or Leon has killed a third of the enemies that he had taken out in the entirety of the village segment. So keep that in mind for reference, because everything leading up to this place, or this space, was the village. Yeah, everything leading up to this place was the village. So there were 216 enemies there. And we have gone on to kill more than a third of that enemy capacity in one area. In fact, let's do the math. Let's do the math. Maths, however you want to call it. Let's multiply 81 by 3. So 81, 162, 243. So, yeah, it actually ends up more than that. Anyway, at least I think it does. Yes, it does. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. These segments are going to get exceedingly long. I've noticed that. The parts in the castle, they seem to be fewer but longer. Or maybe it's just my imagination. Anyway, thank you. Yes, and I will see you in the next part. I think that was just a taste of things to come in this castle. Thank you, and see you a little bit later.